Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing slip and fall injuries, a data snapshot by Lawsuit Legal, reviewing some curated data and statistics regarding slip and fall injuries and the legal implications in the United States. Slip and fall accidents explained simply. Slip and fall is used to describe a personal injury which results from a trip, slip, or fall. A civil action brought on behalf of an injured party raises liability and tort questions. Some of the most common causes of slip and falls include wet and uneven surfaces, adverse weather conditions, improper training in the workplace, nursing home neglect, and footwear issues. According to OSHA, slip and falls make up 15% of all accidental deaths, second only behind motor vehicle accidents. One of the most frequently reported injuries, slip and falls account for 25% of reported claims each year. According to the National Floor Safety Institute, slip and falls in North America account for over 540,000 injuries that require hospital care per year, 300,000 disabling injuries per year, and over 20,000 fatalities per year, roughly equivalent to 55 people per day. According to the Global Floor Safety Network, trip, slip, and fall incidents are the number one cause of accidents in hotels, restaurants, and public buildings. It's the leading cause of death in the workplace and a source of more than 57% of all disabling injuries in the workplace. The most common types of slip and falls injuries are injuries to the soft tissue, head injuries, cuts and abrasions, spinal cord injuries, broken bones. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 out of 5 falls cause a serious injury such as broken bones or a head injury. Over 800,000 patients a year are hospitalized because of a fall injury, with either a head injury or hip fracture. Falls are the most common cause of traumatic brain injury. Fall-related injury statistics. Fatalities due to fall injuries reported in 2013. Over 21,800 people aged 75 and over. 3,900 people reportedly killed ages 65 to 74. 3,500 aged 45 to 64, 850 fatalities aged 25 to 44, 180 fatalities aged 15 to 24, 50 reported aged 5 to 14, and 20 reported fatalities from 0 to 2 years of age. The percentage of injuries in falls. Reported over the years 1999 through 2001, this chart displays falls on the same level the injury sustained, falls to lower levels, jumping to lower levels causing injuries, and unspecified events, with falls on the same level, the same surface, the same level, accounting for the bulk of injuries sustained. Fatal falls by height reported in the year 2014. Falls of less than 6 feet accounted for 12% of fatalities. 6 to 10 feet accounted for 17% of fatalities. 11 to 15, 13%. 16 to 20 feet accounted for 12%. Falls of 21 to 25 feet accounted for 7% of fatalities. 26 to 30 feet accounted for 7% of fatalities. More than 30 feet accounted for 16% of fatalities. And unspecified height falls accounted for 17%. The traumatic brain injury connection to fall accidents. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 35% of all traumatic brain injuries attributed to falls, particularly when falling backwards. 47% of all TBI-related ED visits, hospitalizations, and deaths in the United States occur because of falls. 54% of TBI among children ages 0 to 14 years were caused by falls. 79% of TBI-related injuries in adults age 65 and older were caused by falls. The estimated average percentage of annual TBI by external causes. This chart reveals falls, motor vehicle traffic, struck by or against, assault, and unknown causes with the relationship to TBI, with falls accounting for 35%. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, falls contribute to about 25% of all spinal cord injuries reported in the United States. Recent trends in causes of spinal cord injury from 2005 reporting to 2015. Vehicular accidents lead, with falls a close second at 30%, followed by violence, sports and recreational activities, and other causes. Falling on and or from a ladder count for 2.47%. Falling on and from stairs and steps count for 4.48%. Falling on or falling from and or through a building accounts for 4.55% of the spinal injuries reported. And a fall on the same level from slipping, tripping, and stumbling accounts for 5.73% of the spine injuries connected to falling. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 2.8 million older people are treated in emergency departments for fall injuries each year. At least 300,000 older people are hospitalized for hip fractures each year. According to the National Floor Safety Institute, 1 in 3 serious bone breaks for seniors results in death within 1 year of the accident. Half of all elderly adults hospitalized for hip fractures cannot return home or live independently after the fracture occurs. How common are unintentional fall injuries? The incidence of unintentional fall injuries reported New York State residents from 2010 to 2014. This chart reveals the frequency rates for fatalities, hospitalizations, and emergency room visits. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the direct medical costs for fall injuries accounts for $31 billion annually. Fall injuries are among the 20 most expensive medical conditions. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the average hospital cost for a fall injury is over $30,000. The cost of treating fall injuries goes up with age. What to do after a slip and fall accident? 5 steps to take after a slip and fall. 1 is to seek medical treatment. 2, report the accident. 3, document everything. 4, decline to give statements. 5, call an attorney. So what now? About lawsuitlegal.com. Considering suing for compensation? Connect with a qualified lawsuit attorney who will make sure you are aware of your legal rights and ensure your voice and needs are not ignored. Connecting people with legitimate legal claims to attorneys nationwide who can help. Lawsuit Legal makes it simple and easy to acquire award-winning legal assistance when it's needed most.